Make sure you have your Unit 2 packet. Today we're doing Lesson 4, Special Lines, Horizontal, Vertical, Parallel, and Perpendicular. Students will be able to analyze and graph special types of lines, horizontal, vertical, parallel, and perpendicular. Your key vocabulary: parallel lines, perpendicular lines, horizontal lines, and vertical lines. Pause your video and take a few minutes to write down your vocabulary. Key concepts: parallel lines. Parallel lines have the same slope but different y-intercepts. The lines have the same steepness. The lines cross the y-axis at a different point. Perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines have slopes that are opposite reciprocal. Opposite reciprocal. Horizontal lines. The slope of a horizontal line is 0. The equation of a horizontal line is expressed in the form of y equals a number, because every point on the line has the same y coordinates. Another way to remember horizontal line is HOI. HOI stands for H, means it's horizontal. It's a 0 slope, and it means y equals a number. Okay. Now we're going to talk about vertical lines. Vertical lines, the slope of a vertical line is always undefined. The equation of a vertical line is expressed in the form of y equals a number, because every point on the line has the same x coordinates. We have a saying for this. This one is called VUX. V-U-X. You have a vertical line. The slope is undefined. And the x equals a number. So it's vertical line, undefined, and x is equal to a number. As you see here, all the x coordinates are the same at -3 for this example. Real-world connections. Drivers, airline pilots, and boat captains need to move in a parallel trajectory to other vehicles to avoid a crash. Architects design buildings with walls that are parallel and perpendicular to ensure that they can stand upright. When solving an equation, let's solve this equation. We're going to solve it and put it in the setup of y equals mx plus b. So therefore, you're going to solve for y in this position. So here we have 4y minus 5x equals -12. You're going to add 5x to both sides. Then you will have over here, you have 4y equals 5x minus 12. Then we're going to divide all pieces by 4. So therefore y equals 5/4 x minus 3, because 12 divided by 4 equals 3. This question says, which equation represents a line with a parallel that is parallel to 4y minus 5x equals -12. So we've solved for y here. Now parallel means same slope. So which one of these equations have the same slope? This is your slope. Remember, m is slope and b is your y-intercept when you're doing this on a graph, okay? M is your slope, b is your y-intercept. So here we're looking at, all we need is this portion here, because we're talking about parallel lines and we're focusing on the same slope. Which one of these choices have the same slope? This one will be the choice. Now I want you to take the time to do examples 2 and 3. And then feel free to check in with your teacher to make sure you are doing it correctly. Example 2 asks for the perpendicular So this one, the keyword perpendicular, means opposite reciprocal. And what are we doing the opposite reciprocal of? We're doing the opposite reciprocal of the slope. Okay. Now that you've done questions 2 and 3, let's go to question 4. If you use the two terms that I gave you Hoy and Vaux. This really helps you when you're looking at a graph to figure out what it is. So horizontal line, so this one here would be this one right here would be a vertical line because it's going up and down. So you should be using the one that says Vaux. So you should use this one for this graph. So a vertical line is a undefined slope, and it should read x equals a number. In this case, x is equal to -1. So that's a quick way to do it when you're looking at graphs. If you go to the second one, we know that this is a horizontal line, which means you're going to use Hoy. So that should be y equals a number. I'll let you figure that one out by looking at the graph. What number does it cross the y-axis? That'll be your answer. Y equals what? Always don't forget you need to write your summary in 1 or 2 sentences describing your own words. The main takeaway from this lesson, the lesson about your special lines, horizontal, vertical, parallel, and perpendicular. Make sure you write 1 or 2 sentences here.